So, as you saw, we are having some crazy rain happening, and of course it happens right at dismissal. And then all of a sudden you hear this big crash. Getting ready to repaint my desktop.
Currently in Roswell it's 66 and clear. Today, there will be scattered thunderstorms with a forecasted high of 82 and a low of 61. Have a great day.
You know, today is going to be a very interesting day. So today we have the Secretary of Education coming to our school, and they're doing a huge assembly where they're having kids coming from other schools to come to our school, and we're going to have the superintendent and a bunch of other powerful people. You know, which explains a lot of the crazy stuff that's been happening around here last week. So if you remember back to last vlog, I think it happened on Tuesday? Yeah, it was Tuesday. And I was pulling in and they were doing all that like grounds crew work out here. That doesn't typically happen. And I didn't even think about it. Like I never see those people here doing that kind of stuff. And they were like going crazy on it. Like usually they'll come out and they'll spray our weeds because like we don't really have any grass or anything like that. So we have a lot of rock area. They have a lot of xeriscape inside of this area. And because, you know, we are in the desert, so they will spray like the weeds and stuff out here and then just die and crisp up and then that's it. No, these people were like going crazy. They were all up on the edges and everything all around the whole school. They were going and doing all of like, I don't know, they were like doing crazy stuff. Which makes sense now. So when I was thinking about it on the way in, I was like, oh, that makes sense. The Secretary of Education's coming here. And so, yeah, it's just like, and then like all the stuff on the doors and everything. The Secretary of Education is coming. So we don't get to meet him. Kinder, first and second doesn't. This all is all for third, fourth, and fifth. We had another school in our district that also got an A, so they'll be coming to our school. And that's where they're going to be having their celebration. They did the whole school celebration yesterday with the hamburgers and the grilling out and all that stuff. That was the whole school celebration. This one here is the third, fourth, and fifth celebration where the Secretary of Education comes and congratulates all the students. It also is the time when our superintendent is coming, and there's some other people coming. I can't remember who it is off the top of my head. There's a whole bunch of people coming, which is going to make our day kind of weird because that starts at 10 o'clock. So I mean, the Secretary of Education is coming at 10. He'll be here from 10 to 10. Well, he's here from 10 to 11, I think, if I remember correctly. But he'll be here from 10 to 10:15, and he'll be walking around the school looking at the school. So typically we go to recess at 9:45 because I start having kids getting pulled out at 10 o'clock to go to other teachers to go work with them. I don't really want to take my kids down at 9:45 to try to get, because I know that's when all like people are going to be coming into the building to get into there, because the parents are going to be coming and everything. Like it's going to be tons of stuff going on. So I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to do my recess in the morning or do it in the afternoon. Today it's only supposed to be like 82 in the afternoon, so it's not going to be too horrible. There are chances of rain, so it might even rain during this time when we are supposed to have recess anyway. So I'm trying to decide if I should just do go noodle in my classroom and then try to figure out something to do later in the afternoon. I actually think it would be good for the kids to have recess before centers, because they do okay for the first couple centers, and then it starts to get like really kind of noisy and crazy for the last two-ish centers, which usually the centers don't run for very long anyways, because I try to keep them short because I do a large math lesson. I do like a math lesson for 15-20 minute math lesson, and then we break into small groups, and then that's when I work with kids on that, which I've explained before. So their centers run for probably about 8 to 10 minutes usually, so they're not like super, you know what I mean? So when it starts getting that little craziness going on, I pull them back. Like I did actually pull them back. What day was that? Tuesday, I think it was. Because they were getting really crazy and wild. And math bins were just a complete mess. So I pulled everybody back and I said, everybody have a seat. We went over, I'm like, this is not okay. This is not the way I taught you guys how to use these math bins. I taught you how to use these math bins. when you were at my group, you know, in the very first couple of weeks, people were throwing counters, they were all mixed up, all the cards were all in disarray and everything. It was just a huge mess. It's so frustrating when kids don't take home their folders and you look right into their desk and there it is sitting there. So some of the stuff that we're doing today, we are doing some more of our close read. We actually did not get to it yesterday, which is fine because I kind of always leave like an extra day on our close reads just in case we need to like do something. Oh, you know what? We have CFA today. So yesterday was one of the reasons we lost that thing is because we had our CFA yesterday. So we had our CFA on reading and I was so happy with a lot of my scores and then some of my kids just were like, I'm at a loss. But my other kids, I had a whole bunch of hundreds, a whole bunch of 80s. Caused our score to be around a 58 because we should be around a 70. So today we also have a CFA, so that's why we didn't get our close read done yesterday. So we'll do our close read today. They're going to be doing scrambled words, so they'll have to figure out what the word is all mixed up. They're spelling words. And then for math, we're doing making 9, which again, I may not use this. I may use it as just a whole group and then break them apart and do something in small groups. Is our interactive notebook. So they'll look at the shape, tell how many corners, how many sides for each one, and then after they're done, they should, I mean, like, they shouldn't finish too early because they don't get a lot of time to do it, and most of it takes up their cutting time, but we'll see. So we'll just see how that goes today. And then if we have any extra time, I'm going to try to throw in a read aloud with a like story map. You know, going with character, setting, plot, those kind of things. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to my day because it's 7:20. So I've been looking for my spray bottle for the glue sponges. Let me show you where it's at. Do you see it right there? So our governor books came in. So I don't know if you remember from last year, every year the governor sends home books to each first grader. So this is this year's book. It looks really cute. I really do think that Rudy should get one of his books put into that, but I don't know if he will. But he just wrote a book that is now, I think it's out now. And it is the Flying Buñuelo. I don't know, I'm not very good at Spanish. So, but it's called the Flying Buñuelo? I don't know. Anyway, so, and it's about New Mexico. So it would be really cool if he could have got it in time for that, but it didn't. So as you saw, we are having some crazy rain happening. And of course it happens right at dismissal. So you can see it on my glasses. It's crazy. I'm loving it though, but I have to go to my car in a few minutes. In about like 10 minutes. So hopefully it calms down just a little bit. I love the rain. So I'm like super excited about it, but it's not fun when you're outside doing duty. So it was like, it started sprinkling at first. Not a big deal. It was just like, oh, it's gonna be typical. We get a little bit and that's it. Nope, it starts raining a little bit more. And then we have these awning things that we can go underneath. So we go underneath them, but there's holes in the top of them. So when it starts pouring like the way it is right now, it was coming through the little holes and then just dripping on your head. And I'm like, well, what's the point in this? This is totally pointless. Yeah, and I need to clean off my desk a little bit before I leave. But yeah, today was a crazy day. Oh my gosh, okay, so something super crazy. The Secretary of Ed came today and they did their little thing, which was fine. Like we just stayed in our rooms and did our normal stuff like first graders do. But all the kids that came from the other school were, the bus lanes are right outside my window right out here, like right out there. We're just like working away, doing our close read on fruits. I'm totally oblivious. And I have one student who likes to sit not at their desk. They like to go to a different table and work, which is fine. They just prefer to go over there and work. So, and I don't know why, because really it's probably closer for the student to sit over here than it is over by the window, but they like sitting by the window. So I was not even really like focused on them. Man, it's raining super hard. And then all of a sudden I hear this big crash. And I look over. I had shut the blind at one point, the thing. So the student was up in between the blind and the window. Yeah, the window didn't break. But they knocked my aloe vera plant off and it crashed onto the floor. The student felt horrible and it was just crying and was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I'm like, I'm not mad about it. It's just a plant. Like, it's not the end of the world. We move on. You know, I was a little disappointed, but they were already feeling bad enough. I wasn't going to say anything to them. But it was my aloe vera plant that had already almost died, and I had just got that one piece starting to come back to life again. And so I had it over in the window, so because it needed the light, and because I think when I put my Promethean board over here, it like blocked a lot of the light that was coming into the room. So some of my plants were having some issues. It was one of those days today, let me tell you. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get out of here, hopefully soon. I hope I have an umbrella on me. I think I do, but I usually keep it in my bag, but I have one in my desk, because I always keep one at school and I have one in my car, I believe. So just so you know, like in Roswell, when we have really bad storms, we have horrible drainage. And it's funny because I just redid all of Main Street and it's still horrible. So let me show you out my window what it looks like. So can you see how flooded it is? The sidewalk is supposed to be right there. And there's a sidewalk over here on this other side. So I was getting ready to put my umbrella away because I always keep an umbrella here at the school. And I go into this drawer and in the very back is a thing of Valentine's Day candy from last year. It is Friday, so we have nothing happening today. So it's a whole day of in the classroom funness. That's a word, I don't think it is, but hopefully it dries up some because it's been raining like crazy. Looking if I don't have duty this morning, but I do have lunch duty and I don't know how that works when we have inclement weather type things. Anyway, so, and then this morning we'll have well, we did not do our CFA yesterday for math. So they're gonna do that this morning. So I'll put the kids on their iPads, ones that need to finish, which I need to check that too, ones that need to finish their iStation time, which I have a couple still left. We ended up not having computers on Wednesday because our schedule was all messed up from having that barbecue and everything. So they ended up not having computers, so that's 25 minutes that some of those kids that needed the time, you know, because they had 90 minutes, they lost that. And I couldn't get time to put them on yesterday. I'm gonna try to get them on this morning, so they'll be working on that, and then I'll be pulling kids, go do your CFA and get that done. And my computer's working super slow right now, and I don't have internet again. Then I'll pull them to the carpet. We'll do our Friday Fix It, calendar, word of the day. I'll try to get their spelling test in. We'll have recess, daily 5 practice, which is like a hit and miss on this one. Like they're getting to that point where they can get really high, then they just drop, like boom, a whole bunch, and then they build it back up, boom, and they drop again. I'm like, oh, you guys, seriously. They were up to like, they were going steady, so it was like 9, 10, so it was like they were going up, 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 and they got to 10 at one point, then they dropped. Then they got to 10, they dropped. And then, but they're like dropping just down to like 6 or 7 minutes. And so then this last time, like 2 days ago, they got, on Tuesday actually it was, they got to 11 minutes because Mr. Markberg wasn't paying attention. And I was working in this planner thing, trying to get everything sorted out. So I was like working on stuff, blah, blah, blah. And they were like super quiet and everything was nice. I'm just like working. And I'm like looking up, I'm like, yeah, this kid's got it. And I look over and I'm like, oh, it's 11 minutes. Holy crap. So we stopped him. But then then yesterday, back down to 6 minutes again. Like, I don't get it. So we'll do daily 5 practice. We'll have math today. If we end up a little bit extra time at the end, since it's Friday, I'll usually put on like a PBS Kids video for them to watch for a little bit, just to have a little chill down at the end of the day. I'm gonna go, it's almost 7:30, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my day. This teacher is exhausted. So it was a crazy day, but you know, whatever. Anyway, so the governor's books, we gave them out today, which was good. So I just sent home a Class Dojo message about it to all the parents so they know. But it is now like 3:16. I'm gonna try to get some stuff done and get out of here because I am exhausted. And I think it was just because the kids were like super crazy today. And I was just like, oh my God, I can't take it with you guys anymore. And whatever. And then I got the rings, but they're 1-inch rings. So they're too small, I think. So I don't know, I might go take them back and say, I need 2-inch rings, or at least 1.5 inches. But I'm not gonna deal with that right now because I wanna get out of here, so. Good morning, it is Sunday, and I am of course driving down to go grocery shopping as always. It started on Friday. We went to Target, and Target had their like paints that they have there. And they had like the little small ones on sale or on clearance. So I was like, oh, I want to repaint my desk. And so I bought some of those. So then yesterday I spent my time redoing my desk. Good morning, everybody. So I am getting ready to repaint my desktop because the paint that I used was like an old house paint that we had when we first moved into our house. We originally did the living room in it, but we changed the color. And it's like, I don't know, I think because it sat outside in the garage and got all tacky, a lot of stuff stuck to it, and so it was, I don't know, I didn't really like it. So I found this other paint that came from Target, and it was on clearance for $2.48, but it's in a Divine Twig, so it's kind of like a cream color. And I got 2 bottles of it for $5, so I didn't think it was too bad of a deal. So I'm gonna repaint this top. Alright, so first coat is done and now it's drying, but I also was going to show you a keyboard tray that I'm going to be attaching to the bottom because the way I have it set up in the office, like it's on these 2 cubbies and they're really high, so I think I need to have my keyboard just a little bit lower because it hurts my arms when I'm typing on. Second coat is done. I love the way it came out. I think the color is so nice. I love the keyboard tray now. And then we rearranged the office a little bit too, just because Rudy wanted a bigger desk too. That's kind of like another thing. So he redid, like he bought 2 doors, because that's how mine are made. Mine are made out of doors. So I have a door and then I have the 2 cubbies on each side. And so that's how mine is made. So Rudy wanted something similar in a way, but he wanted an L-shaped because of other reasons that I can't talk about yet. So we rearranged it so that we have like a whole open space in the middle of the office. It's so nice. Like when I turn around, I don't have to like almost run into his desk. Yeah, today I'm going to obviously finish going grocery shopping once I get there. I have to edit this vlog obviously, and I'm in the process of trying to get ready for comps because I want to be like, I have less than a month. But I know people were like probably thinking, why? You have like a whole month to go. So I want to make sure that I have everything like in place for it, because you only have the 10 days and I'm going to be working obviously during that time too, so I don't have time to do a bunch of research. I don't know what my topics are yet, but you have 2, so you have a core and then I have my content. So, but I don't know how the questions are going to be laid out. I don't know any of that stuff yet, so, but I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing it actually I'm making a table, a data table. I am putting all of my, like all of the researchers and theorists inside of a table. So I've been kind of going through all my classes and everything, and like picking out the theorists and picking out their main ideas. So that way when I get ready to do my comps, I can just go to the table and find out who fits in those categories. So I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on driving, because apparently people today either can't drive or they like to run out in front of your car. So I'm gonna focus on driving, and so I hope that you like what you saw. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on all of my social media that's listed down below. If you would like to buy me a coffee, the money goes to me getting coffees, of course, and I buy little cheap ones from McDonald's, and it also the money goes to my classroom, so any money I'm not using for coffees are going to my classroom. And so if you are interested, it's down the very bottom of the description. And until next time, don't forget to always be you. Bye.